Hi everyone, it's me Nikki here with another segment of What Would Nikki Do? Now today we're helping out our friend Audrey. And Audrey comes to us all the way from Arizona. And Audrey's situation is how to decorate a temporary home. So let's jump in and help her out. Hi everyone, it's me Nikki here with another segment of What Would Nikki Do? And we're helping out our girlfriend today, Audrey. And Audrey comes to us from Arizona. And Audrey's situation is she thought it would be so exciting to take on a new job. And this job would basically have her living in a new home every 3 to 6 months. So basically she would have to travel away somewhere for the job, and they would put her up in a condo for 3 to 6 months, and then she goes somewhere else and she goes somewhere else. And she's finding now that she's actually in the job and doing the job that it's kind of unsettling having to live somewhere and it not feel like home. And the problem is she drives to these different states for her job, and so she doesn't have the ability really to take a lot of stuff with her. It's just her car, so she doesn't have the ability to take a lot of stuff with her. And she doesn't want to waste money by buying a bunch of stuff at the new home that she's only going to be there for 3 to 6 months. And she kind of wanted to know, how could she give her temporary homes a great vibe? You know, being prior, military, we traveled around all the time, but we were there for like maybe 3 years at a time. So that is a big difference in 3 months. But with my husband being deployed, he's actually more knowledgeable on how to make home away from home for a short period of time work for you. And I was talking to him about your situation, Audrey, and he made the perfect suggestion. And it actually was to do what he did when he was deployed. And so what I want to do is kind of, number one, show you the storage solution that he used to pack all his home away from home stuff. And then also show you some things that you should put in your home away from home stuff. So basically what I'm telling you to do is set up a kit. And it's a basic kit of things that will go with you to each one of these homes. It will fit in your car, or if you're jam-packed with other things in your car, you could easily ship it to your new location, which my husband used to do that. And then you had all your home away from home stuff in one bin that took you from each home. But it was just the stuff to make it home for you. And so what I want to do is I want to show you the storage solution, and then I want to show you the items that I would put into my kind of home away from home kit. So I hope that this helps you. Okay, we're going to take Audrey shopping, guys, to put together a faux home away from home kit. Now, I want to tell you about the concept that we're going to use while we're going shopping. We're going to put love, inspiration, and warmth in the 4 main rooms in her condos, which would be the kitchen, the bathroom, the bedroom, and the living space. So by getting those 3 represented items and putting them in each room as a little grouping, it's going to kind of sprinkle her home with love, warmth, and inspiration to make her feel better about being away from her real home. So when we're shopping, let's think with each room, we're looking for something that represents love, something that represents warmth, and something that represents inspiration that can be grouped together in that space to bring that to Audrey. So let's get shopping. Okay, Audrey, first you're going to need the actual bin to hold all your kit stuff together. So this would be your kit. And actually, I would get a bin this size. And I was in Staples this week, and they actually had these great, perfect size bins on sale for $6. You can't beat that. Very economical. Okay, just a quick reminder, everybody, before we hit this Michael's Arts and Craft, is that we're looking to put 12 items into Audrey's kit. We're going to give her 3 for the kitchen, and they're going to 3 items that represent love, warmth, and inspiration for her, 3 for her living room, 3 for her bedroom, and 3 for the bathroom. So when we're out shopping, this is what we're looking for: 3 decorative items that she can group together and put in each one of those spaces. So let's get shopping. Okay, let's start with the kitchen, Audrey. Now you're going to find 3 items, and I'm going to show you the 3 items that I would choose if I was in your situation, because I don't know kind of what inspires you and what's warm for you and love for you. So for me, what I would get is these 3 items and put them in the corner of my kitchen, on the counter in the condo or somewhere, so that when I wake up in the morning, that's what I'm going to be welcome to when I go get my coffee. I love this bird cage because it's green, and green inspires me. I love the greenery there. I would get a little artificial greenery because I kill in anything that's living. And I would put that beside there as my warmth. And then I would frame one of my loved ones in the picture frame to have my love. So again, I have my love, my warmth, and my inspiration represented in my kitchen. It's just a small little sprinkle of home away from home put into your condo. So this is what I would do for the kitchen. Now again, Audrey, you would get items that, you know, work for you. The items you're looking at now are things that I just picked and choose for me. Now, you guys, I want to let you know I'm actually in Michael's Arts and Crafts store. This is where I kind of played around. I had so much fun in the store for you, Audrey. I was in there and I said, I'm going to do this for Audrey. So I had a blast. Now, let's move into the living space, actually. And into the living space, I would actually do something like a nice kind of a contemporary greenery there. Artificial, of course, because I would kill it. And I'm also inspired by fresh light colors. So I would have a white vase there. And so that would give me a little extra dose of inspiration, along with my Paris book. I'm inspired by Paris. I love Paris. So I'd have something like a little book there, and then my picture frame with all my little family members in it. If you're auntie, put all your little nieces and nephews in there, or your brothers and sisters. But this would be on the coffee table or the end table, not so much the coffee table, but put it on the end table. So that when you're sitting there watching TV in the condo or anything, you look over and you have a little bit of home while you're in the condo away from home. And again, it's just sprinkling these little accessories in the 4 main spaces of the house is what's going to kind of give you those little sprinkles of home away from home. And you're putting it in that little kit, that little bin, so that you're not having to spend money all the time trying to do this every time you move. And it's worth the small investment for these accessories while you're in this position, so that you can have some comfort. Now, for the bedroom, you guys know I love my bling. So I would put a family member's picture in a blinged out frame because, you know, bling, I love my bling. And then this little rock that says faith, because my faith inspires me. And then, of course, for the warmth, more greenery. So this is something that I would do and put on my bedside table, so that when I wake up in the morning, I would see a loved one, I would be reminded of my faith, and I would have that warmth of the greenery. Again, it's taking those 3 concepts and just working with those 3 concepts in the 4 main spaces of the home, putting those in your kit. And then when you're in a condo, sometimes even when you take a vacation in a condo, it doesn't feel like your space. It's not your space. But when you put something in a space that's yours, it does give you more comfort. So by doing this, you know, you just easily take it out your bin and, you know, sit it on these spaces when you get to each condo. They're all, you notice, neutrals, and they'll fit to any decor, you know, no matter what kind of condo it is or anything like that. It's not like you're making major color decisions here. And so then what I would do in my bathroom is another beautiful frame with a family member in it. And then I would also put in here a candle, because candle represents warmth for me. And again, I just put another little rock here of faith, because again, to remind me of my faith for my inspiration. So again, taking 3 items that represent that and putting them just on the bathroom counter, and you know, that would, you know, work great. And you may want to scale down the thing for the bathroom, because in the condo you may not have as much space, but I was just doing this to kind of just share the concept with you. So this is what I would do. And this is how I would handle it, Audrey. It's just by getting these little accessories to sprinkle around my home away from home, putting them in that bin and keeping that bin in my car, so that every time I go to my new location, I'm set. I don't even have to think about it. I just grab the bin, have it labeled home away from home, and you're so good to go. Oh, I had fun shopping. So I hope that all of these tips have helped you, Audrey. I hope that you have so much success on your new job and that you feel comfortable wherever you are. And I thank you for writing into me, because I think that this may help a lot of people out there that are in your kind of situation. So if any of our friends out there have any suggestions for Audrey, please leave them in the comments below. Also, if you have your own dilemmas or issues that you're dealing with around your home organization, home decor, crafting, or home entertaining, go to my website, www.AtHomeWithNikki.com, and leave your issue. And you can attach pictures if you want, but you totally don't have to. And I will try to get a video out to help you. So I hope you all are having a beautiful and blessed day, and thank you so much for tuning in. This is Nikki saying goodbye.